This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with the Gamecocks head coach before the game. He has been warning his players all week. They're in the top 25. They might have the most talent, but he understands this environment is insane. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football, and he understands they can disrupt play calling, communication at the line of scrimmage. He has been playing crowd noise all week in practice to make sure his players are prepared. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Gamecocks headed for the ball, and we're ready for action. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Sends it back in motion. Jones to throw. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions, and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back.
Makes the catch, and he's free. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Fresh set of downs going up top. Nearly intercepted.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Jones. Turning it on. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Florida. Once he got some room, it was over. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off on the ground with a 58-yarder for 6. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Now here's Sellers. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Jones wants to throw it. Unloads to the right. He'll be thinking about that one. Almost an interception.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the 1st down. Let's see if they punt it away. The Gators decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Catches it at the 15. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Stopped after a gain of 3, it'll be 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Here he goes. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line. Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. He's going to take a shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Way back close to his end zone as he makes the catch. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Second and long here. They'll ride him again. Fighting off the defender. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud the Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. Finds his target. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Throws it off the RPO.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Jones to throw. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. And the Gators will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Long way to go on second down. Throwing Sellers. Rushes on. And they got him.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
He's going to run it. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sidelines. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? Not a lot of room to field this one. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the back. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Jones wants to throw it. Finds his man. Taken down.
This receiver is such a weapon. He has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8, quarterback signaling to his guy. 2nd down to the air. Throws for the tight end. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
And it's no good. He missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
The Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Sellers. Still looking. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Sends it downfield. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Making his first move. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Jones to throw. Still looking to his right. He's got him this time. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Well, that's one that DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
He's got it.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
How about this? They go empty 5 wide on 2nd and 2. They just keep firing. They're all over it. couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
On the move. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat.
But turning on the Jets. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. Offense in a bunch formation. Jones wants to throw it. Snags it. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Touchdown Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. From deep, it's Hampton. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Here's Sellers to throw. Shoots it to the left. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They'll need a bunch on second down. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Fires to the right. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Sellers from the gun on third down. Unloads it downfield. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Touchdown Gamecocks! A great catch and run for 6.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Jones to throw. Under pressure. A strike downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Oh, pressure's coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
the incompletion. Back to the passing game. Makes the grab. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Out wide right, it's going. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
I love the awareness by the DB. Great job, man. It's in your own end zone. You see the ball, you break on it. I'm not trying to catch that thing. I'm trying to swat it down. Make sure I don't give up the touchdown. Nice awareness by the DB.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Gonna look downfield again. Left side is Stockton. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Looking to the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Using his feet. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Deep in the end zone, it's Hampton. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing, Sellers. Rush right in his face. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Look out! Blasted as he lets it go. Just barely got rid of it.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Lewis from the gun on third down. Takes a hit as he fires. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Fresh setter downs going to the air. Throwing right. Fires it incomplete.
And you got to feel good about where you're at on this field, man. The defense forces the turnovers, sets you up so good. Now, the whole playbook is wide open. First down, they go with the pass. I would not be surprised if they turn right around here, try to get more physical, try to run the football, and try to capitalize on this field position.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Gets rid of it.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw into double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up into double coverage.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Takes a handoff. It's Clark. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and we'll see if they're content to run out the clock here in the first half. The give to the back. And the run goes nowhere, and that'll send us to halftime. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half. The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Out wide left, it's Clark. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And how about the creativity by the offense? You split your running back all the way out wide. Why? You like the matchup. Like, he can be a receiver. He can run routes. He stays on the outside part of the field. They like the matchup. They throw it to him. He wins that rep. Nice job by this offense.
The Gamecocks come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Looks as if he's going to run it.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Here's Lewis to throw. And he avoids the sack.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They fought their way all the way back, and it's a one-possession game.
And, man, that is exactly what you wanted to see from this offense to start the 3rd quarter. Like, the passing game, it just wasn't in sync. It wasn't where it needs to be. You dug yourself a little bit of hole, Palmer, but coming out like this, throwing, trusting your quarterback, putting a drive together, that's got to be a good sign.
And this is where the coaching staff really makes their money. When you can go in at halftime and switch things up and make the changes you need to make to your game plan to find that rhythm and get it established. That is such a great way, you're right, to start this thing. And now for this offense, it's about keeping it going and trying to stay one step ahead of the defense. We
thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. direct snap. It's Jones. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Jones wants to throw it. Moving out to the right. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
On second and 10, a 4 wide out set. Trips right. Quick give. It's Jones. Picked up about 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO gun.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Turns it upfield. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Left side is Floyd. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Second down, gonna throw it. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can spell the touchdown from here. The Gators go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Jones to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, they tried to catch him off guard with a pass play down there on the goal line, but David, he just held on to it way too long. The defense able to get home and get the sack.
Yeah, and that's great coverage. And you love this part of the field. You know exactly what you want to do. You play more man coverage. There's less space to coverage. You don't have to worry about those speedy wide receivers going deep. Nice job not only on 1st down getting the sack. Now I put them in a predictable 2nd down. Now they can't just run the football and be conservative.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Calls his own number. And the defense is going to get 2 for the safety.
Well, he was trying his best to get out of the end zone, but the penetration up front is what got that safety for the defense. Shooting their gaps, winning the one-on-ones. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
But see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Hand off to Jones. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Out wide left, it's Stockton. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
On the option. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Jones wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions back-to-back-to-back, almost throws a pick.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was bold to bring that thing out of the end zone, but he'll go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Lewis turns it upfield. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Lewis to throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Gators sending the offense back to work. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Right side, it's Boyd. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. quick handoff. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw. Here comes the heat. Looking for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And in that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the over.
Touchdown, Gators! Quick strike through the air for the score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he makes the extra point.
Number 38 set to kick off.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Throwing, Lewis. Going for it all. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, it has not been an efficient day throwing the football tonight for this quarterback. And so at this point, trailing this late in the game, you just need somebody to step up. That time, he was covered, but you're just trusting your guy's going to have to climb the ladder and make a play. Great job on the defensive side, swatting it down.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. It's complete. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to rough him.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Rush is on. And down he goes.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here late.
3rd down from the gun, Lewis. Firing to the right, complete. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
It's always interesting how people
look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. 4th down, Lewis. Excellent discipline by this defense. They keep everything in front of him, and they make the big 4th down stop.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it. But in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind end.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Oh, he's got some space.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Line gets set, first down. The give to the lone running back. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to end